Hello, my name is Kathleen Chiris, and today we will have the pleasure of interviewing one of the top agents of Buyer Agent Search, Jackie Mahalchik. So can you tell us just a little story here of what you recently did for a home buyer to help them purchase their home here?
Sure. Honestly, each client is so unique and different. It's hard to pick one. Um, but I do have one that's top of mind currently. It's a client that I've worked with. I've sold her 3 different homes in the last 4 years, actually 5 years. But her first home that she purchased was in 2015 with me, and I met her at an open house. She's very shy and very just very quiet, and she told me she was looking to buy a house, and she was recently divorced with 2 kids, and she was just nervous and didn't want to have to rent. So I talked with her, we got her connected with a lender, and she ended up at that point qualifying for like $180,000. And she had said a lot of people hadn't wanted to really work with her because it was so hard to find a property in that price point. We partnered up, and I told her, don't worry, we're going to make this work. We might have to go outside the Fort Collins area, but we'll find something. And it took us some time, but we did. We found her a $150,000 townhome in Windsor. And she originally put the offer in, and it didn't get accepted, and she was put into a backup position. And so I think backup positions are underestimated, and a lot of agents don't want to put a lot of time into it, but this paid off. The first contract fell apart, and so we, being in the backup position, got to move into first position, and she got the benefit of having the home be already appraised. The home had already been through inspections, and we were able to buy the inspection from the other person. So she ended up moving in. It was a great opportunity. $150,000 is what she ended up getting in at. She then, a couple of years later, bought another house from me, sold that one, and made $40,000 in equity off of that. That's just how crazy the market's been. So she's lived there for a while, and she reached out to me just recently, maybe a month ago, and was ready to move closer to her children's schools. And we found a house, we identified it. The lender said she could buy it. We would have to sell her house. And so we started talking, and we ended up realizing that she didn't really need to sell her house if she were able to rent it out. So she had said she had always wanted to her goal was to buy an investment property, to have that as a passive income for herself and her kids. And so we sat together, the lender, her, and I, and figured out and strategized to see if this was possible. And it ended up being possible. And so it's so exciting. She's got that property rented. The renter is strategically moving in maybe, I think, 3 days after she closes on her new property. And she can buy this new home without having to sell her other one. So it just makes me super excited to help someone realize their real estate dreams, and to not just sell a house to get them into another one, to maybe sit and actually strategize with them.